Hello all. Shall, this is Dr. Sun, Dr. Nisha Sundargopal, and I am your host with My Dream Entertainment. And today's show is I Am Possible, and we have our sweet guest. Her name is Palak Vaidya, and she is our first runner-up with Miss South Asia World Elite. And she is a gorgeous person, and she works at the university, and a very super talented dancer. And she has gone around the world doing a lot of dancings. And here we have her, and I would like to have her in our show and would invite her to our show tonight. Hi, Palak, how are you?
Hello, thank you for inviting me, Doctor.
So, how is everything going on with school and work?
Oh, everything is like right
Our show
now.
and would invite her.
This semester has been disorganized. I'm trying to get into balance. I know we're all in pandemic since last year. So coming back with a break a little bit, it's a little disorganized, but I'm getting there hopefully soon before the end of the semester. But it's a lot of work. But it's
Yeah.
okay. It happens.
And I really love your tiara. How did it feel when you made it possible?
Oh wow, it's wonderful. It, I know I loved it as soon as it came. I'm like, oh my God, this is so pretty. And yes, it comes with a lot of responsibility. And just like the title, I'm possible. Anything is possible in the world if you put your heart into it, work hard to it. You will achieve any goals in your life, and of course you have to take the responsibility towards it.
True, very true. And you really explained it very well. And that's like with My Dream Entertainment, right? Like we make that possible for our participants and for our viewers who are watching it. It gives you are a source of inspiration, and you are inspiring some person somewhere in this world who is watching this show. So when you were on the stage, how did it feel? Were you stressed? Were you nervous? Were you were like, I win this? What was the moment like?
To be honest, yes, I felt a little nervous because, of course, there are a lot of people out there watching you. They look up to you. They want to see who you are, where you come from, if I want to be like you. So you have that little pressure, nervousness, stress, like what you're going to say at the right time, what you're not going to say. There was a little stress, nervousness, but I think there was a little fun too because I was enjoying that moment at that time when I was taking the fun part in it, and that's when the stress I think released. Like I said, let me enjoy this moment because I know it comes like only one time, and just take the fullest of it.
Yeah, and that's I think you really put it really well because yes, you have to overpower that stress that gets in because if you don't overpower that, like exactly you said, yeah, you cannot enjoy it. And then if we did not enjoy it, then the face is going to be the mirror of expressions, and you're not going to show the beautiful smile.
Right, right. Yeah, it's going to show like you're stressed and I don't want to be here. Like all that kind of will start showing there. But like we both agree to it. Like just add a fun to it. If you want to sarcasm, like in a way, it will be enjoyable moment. And I really enjoyed, and it was like all over the world. I saw the participant. It was amazing
Oh
to
yeah.
see different people, their talents, where they come from, their cultural background, everything. It's just like multicultural in one place.
And we even had participants from New Zealand, right? So there was
Mhm.
like
Yes.
all over the world. And it was like now our platform is growing
Yeah.
enormously. And
Mm-hmm.
we are coming with My Dream Miss India. You see,
Oh,
like that's just like the biggest thing. It's the biggest launch. And it's when we grew up, right? Like watching Shushmita Sen and
right.
Aishwarya Roy and Priyanka Chopra. And then now my dream Miss India is just like a wow factor for us. It's just one of our big achievements for this year, and we're so excited to share with our viewers about this because we want you to participate and we want you to be a part of this event and enjoy and like we want them to come and be a part and participate and view it, and because it's always like next year this they can participate more and recommend more people. So how did you come to know about our platform?
Wow, it's a long story. So when I came here in America, I did not know many people and I did not know any platform like this. So I just continued with my education and work, and it took a long time for me to get introduced to My Dream TV, My Dream Entertainment. One of my good friend in India, she is here. I think she's in Texas, I think. She introduced me to this entertainment platform, and since then I'm connected to this platform, and I'm thankful to her that I reached out to her. If I didn't do it, this wouldn't happen. So I'm glad I did it.
Yeah,
And
and
it took like
you
two
know,
years, 3 years, yeah.
oh, nice. So you see, like many platforms, there are many platforms out there, but then we have our CEO, Rashmiji and Janakji. They have
Yeah.
this My Dream Entertainment. And because of which the My Dream TV, we have more avenues of doing more stuff and more exposure. And that gets us out there. And like, for example, our show tonight with I Am Possible, we are using this as a big platform to empower women to help more
Yes.
people. So, can you share your thoughts on women empowerment?
Yes. Like I said that I wanted to do something but I didn't know any platform and I got connected to this platform, and I like this platform because it really, you have to get in like a home connection. It has to be like a place that you can feel home. And for the women out, the platform that they're doing for the women, it's amazing because there are women who has never worked,
Mhm.
who is struggling, who don't get education. We already know that back home in India, there are some village areas that they don't get education, they don't get the right path to move on. The girls just, even the early on age, they get married and they have to have their house. But they don't know the accomplishments that they can have even without a marriage or even after marriage. So this platform is giving to every single woman. It doesn't have to be single or married, any from any age. They're giving opportunities to do something that they wanted to do back then and did not get a chance. For example, me, I came here in 2004, but I connected to this platform in like 2018. That's a long time.
Yeah.
And have, I did not have a source. I did not know people. So some like me too, like until it's not to you or given to you, we don't know out there. Or sometimes we're scared, like if I do something and I don't fulfill my home responsibilities, it will look bad or something like that. Because I think as women, and especially as Indian women, there are certain back steps and certain responsibilities. But nowadays we don't see that. There is no like, we are open to all goals, all opportunities, and you can do anything. You can do anything you wish to if you put your heart to it. I'm sure this platform is giving the opportunity to every girl out there who are searching for their dreams.
True. And completely true about like searching for the dream. Yes, that's what it's dreams that what makes us so different, and that's the dreams that makes us build buildings, skyscrapers, and do everything to rule the world too. Why not? We have our vice president, Miss Kamala Harris, Mrs. Kamala
Yeah.
Harris. She just said that there is never a bar anywhere set. Our sky is so high, and we can still reach it wherever it is. So
And
that,
she also said that I'm not the first and I won't be the last.
and then the last, yes.
So there are some opportunities out there. We just have to go grab them, catch them at the right moment. Like time goes, time doesn't wait for us, and we just all have to know it when to catch it.
True, we have to be the dream catchers.
Yeah.
So you said you're a dance person and you love dance and recital. So what type of dance are you more, expert in?
I would not say expert, but I would say like a mixed Bollywood dance.
Oh,
Like
okay.
I like to teach all the Bollywood dances, but some dances are like I'll make my own step, and some dances will be like the exact same. But I like to mix it up with my different in like a freestyle dance.
Ah, nice, nice. So is it more of a contemporary style or
Yeah,
more
yeah, I
contemporary, more
do
like subtle,
contemporary.
flowy with the flow?
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah,
That's good to
yeah.
know. Yeah, I love contemporary because it's more expressive
Yes, it's more expressive. Yes,
and it
it's
gives
like your dance
depth of
shows.
feelings,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a beautiful art, right?
Yes, dance. I have loved dance from the beginning.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and
So
after that,
let's throw a challenge here for you, okay? It's pretty interesting, okay? So let's since you said you like dance, and I'm also a contemporary dancer, but I do other dances too, but freestyle, exactly
yeah,
like that.
freestyle. Yeah.
So let's go ahead, do something unique. I don't think so other shows would have done it. So let's say we're gonna do like an expressive, because you said contemporary, right? So we're gonna play a moment, okay? So like play in the sense like we're gonna enact a moment, and you are gonna be, um, let's see, February 14th is coming. So you are gonna be the girlfriend, and you are gonna be the boyfriend also, okay? So you are gonna do your the moment of giving the roses. So
Oh,
you
wow.
can just do it in any way you want it. Like, just try it. If you want, let me do one thing so you can have an idea, like
Yeah,
sitting and how you can do. So let me see. Say, for example, I'll give you another scenario. Say, for example, I would be the girl who saw my boyfriend the first time. Okay, so I'm gonna put that expression in a contemporary. Okay, so I'm gonna be like, so let me just narrate the moment, and like in a less than a minute, and then I'm just gonna show you. Okay, so and I want you to do that for February 14th.
Oh God.
Something different. Okay, so but I want it to be your style. So let's see. So I'm gonna be the girl, right? So let me say. So I'm gonna narrate. So I am going to the temple, and so when I'm going to the temple, I'm trying to do the bell, and when I'm doing the bell, and the guy turns around and looks at me, and so we are having the eye-catching moment. So I'm just gonna go do that in contemporary dancing, okay? Sitting and still doing the thing, okay? So I'm just gonna go like that, and then I'm gonna go, I'm the girl, and then I'm gonna have the flowers. I'm gonna dress up, and then I'm so happy, and I'm gonna go to the temple, and then I'm like very much like beautiful flowers, flowers, and then say this is the bell. I'm gonna go ting, ting, and then I go, and then I go. I wish I can dance, and
It's
then
beautiful. It's a beautiful.
and then I go shy.
So here comes the guy.
Yes.
All right, so I'm the guy.
And then we are catching the eye movement.
All
So just go ahead, do something funny like that. So it's just like something different and unique. So do the roses thing so you can narrate and then just show like a little bit. So it's just cute.
right. Oh, okay. So am I doing the both parts or?
Both, yes. Or just do the woman. Or you're getting your roses. So show whatever you want
So
to show.
I'm gonna give you the rose, I guess.
Oh. No, you are the girl, so I can give you the roses.
Oh, okay. All right, so I'm gonna go to the same thing, like I'm gonna dress up and come to the temple.
Okay. Oh,
All right,
still the
so
temple. Okay.
um, all right, this is gonna this is gonna be
Yeah. So I'm giving you the roses. Okay. So let me do that. Okay. So let me do that. I'm gonna think we are gonna call these as the roses, and I am gonna give you those roses like that.
all right.
I wish I
Okay.
have the roses here.
It's okay.
Okay. So you received the roses, and now you're gonna do some dance.
All right, so I'll do that.
Oh, so cute. Oh, that was really, really nice. That's really cute. So that was just really awesome. And see, that's the flow of the movements, right? So that's what I wanted our viewers to see that because something unique, something not usual to sit and still do the flow. And you did the abhinayam really well. That's
Yeah.
really good. You had that little turn and you did that expression, and that's so cute. So, how long have you been dancing?
Oh, since oh my God, age 16.
Oh, wow, nice.
Yes.
Oh, wow, that's good. So, did you have a teacher? They taught you, or
Yes, I did have a teacher in India. I did have a teacher, and then for 3 years, and then we did recitals. Then I was my own. Then went to Africa in Zambia, where I was there for almost, I think, split of five years because I came back to India, went back, so total 10 years. So every Diwali events, I did the whole Diwali event
oh,
recitals.
wow,
So
nice.
I also did a Raj Kapoor event.
Hmm.
So all his black and white shows from Nargis and him till the Mera Naam Joker, so to the
Oh,
color. So I did a whole series of his movies and um, until Mera Naam Joker. And
so is it like you guys enacted like a skit kind of like
yeah,
dance?
skit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So
So
from the black and white to the color. Oh,
yeah.
wow. Yeah,
So there were
nice.
different participants, and there was only two breaks. So the songs were just connected. So one
Ah,
part they
okay.
dance, they move, the another one comes, they
Ah,
move, another one
wow.
comes and move. So it's like a storytelling of Raj
Ah,
Kapoor's show.
wow, that's very nice. We did a very similar show. We did it for like an engagement ceremony. That's a good idea too for you to use it later on. So
Oh,
we did the engagement and we did little pieces, like exactly how you said. Like we did a Muslim engagement, a Christian engagement, and then a Hindu engagement.
mhm.
And we even had a Prohit. And then the Prohit was doing all those, whatever for the engagement ceremony. So we brought it like that in a musical way.
Oh
So they
wow.
were dancing. And but also we mixed it up with fashion show. So it was like an event that we did. And you just reminded me of that one. And that's
Yeah.
nice because it's hard to coordinate and to get the flow. Because
Yeah.
if there is no sync, right, the practice has to be perfect.
Yeah, and then in Zambia, like we don't have enough props and we didn't have enough lightings. It was just like very minimum things we used, and we tried to use like some aunties like black and like just the saris they used like in olden times to look like black and white only. So the
Uh-huh.
picture just comes out like people who see they just see black and white. And
Ah.
then after like 80s and 90s when this years come,
So
the
how did
color
you bring the
changes.
black and white screen?
So the black and white screen, the background is just white,
Mm-hmm.
and the stage curtains were black, and
Mm-hmm.
the people who are participating, they just wear black and white. Like if it's
Oh,
a
wow.
sari, then you just wear black and white sari, Men just wear white shirt and black
Okay.
pants. So so we try to
So the
mimic
screen was white or black?
white.
White. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Nice, cute. That's a very creative way of doing it. Very nice.
yeah,
That's just like, I think you put in a lot of efforts, right? Creative thinking and imagination, because you have recreated a black and white screen with portraying in different.
yeah.
Oh, that's
It was
nice.
like a little theater, and then we just pull the curtains, and then two people come in, and then they do their thing, and then the other people come in.
Oh, that's really, really cute. That's so creative. It's nice. So with our Miss South Asia World, how did you feel the whole coordination of the event? Was it making you more comfortable? How did it feel?
Oh yes, the coordination, the host, they were very welcoming, warm, and they made us very comfortable. I know during pandemic, everybody has different situations. People went through bad and also good, and just being in that moment with everyone, like probably 80 participants,
Mm-hmm.
um, the host did a great job. The coordination, the coordinators did a great job putting
Uh-huh.
everything together, the lights, cameras, and
Mm-hmm.
also knowing the right time when to say what.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, you have background noises, but everybody cooperated, everybody knew what to do at the what time. It was like just everyone was just like being cooperative. I can use that word, I guess.
Yeah, it was such an exciting show, right? Like there were a lot of people, 80 participants and all over the world. And I also got to be one of the mentors and the judges, and it was really a great event. And that's when I got crowned this real queen, Miss South Asia World. So that was just so sweet of Rashmi ji to do this wonderful tiara. It's really big.
I know it's like nice and
Yeah, and I just felt like,
beautiful.
because I've been working with My Dream Entertainment for a while now, and been doing so many shows. So it just felt like an lifetime achievement award. That's how I felt like. It was really sweet and never expected that. She kept it as a surprise. So I was like, I don't know what the surprise is, but then I know because she kept on saying in the morning, there's a surprise for you. So I'm like already like super surprised. And then I'm looking at your tiara. Your tiara is really sparkly, very
Yeah,
beautiful.
it is, and there's a little
Yes.
heavy
Uh-huh.
on.
Yeah, mine's a little heavy too, but so I'm just trying to balance.
Yeah,
It's
also
like it's
like
one of those
it
moments.
looks pretty. It's pretty.
It's just so nice, like when we cross a certain age in our teens, and I want the viewers to listen to this, because you see how we are women, and women like to be pretty, and it's like mirror mirror in the wall, who is the most prettiest of all, and then we have the tiara from My Dream, and it just makes us feel so happy. And then and it's like, okay, I'm looking at your tiara design, and I'm looking at my design, and it's a feel of excitement, happiness.
And
And
just like you said, my dream comes true.
yes, and we never sell dreams, we make it possible, we make it happen, so your dreams come true. So that's one of the things. So you said you were in Zambia, right? So as in Africa. So I want you to show some more little movements to show like water. What do you do for water symbol in
Oh,
the
what was
dance movement?
in the dance moment? I just put like a little mountain, and
Uh-huh.
then it like
Okay, so it's like water flowing.
yeah,
Okay, so what are we gonna do for fish?
fish. It's just like a slow,
Uh-huh. Yeah, nice. And we can do this too.
or some people too. Yeah.
Yeah, that's two. What about no, tiger? I don't know. So let's do deer.
Oh dear, that's a little hard one.
Deer.
Yeah, a deer, or that can be a little rabbit.
Uh-huh.
with closed, I think,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
both sides.
Yeah. It just reminds me about Lion King and Simba, right? Do you like them?
Oh, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
I love them.
That
It's
reminds
just
me of the safari and everything right there.
uh-huh.
Like I
It's
have been to the safaris and it's gorgeous. It's beautiful.
gorgeous, right? I watch them in Discovery. That's all I know. I'm a big fan. I could watch those animals forever. Like, I don't know, like when you're talking about the new movies and old movies, and I'm like, nowadays I just watch nature. That's it. You need to tell me about your dance recital with Baba Segal song, and that's something you were talking
Oh,
about.
yes,
You need to
yes,
tell
yes.
me that. Share us that.
So it was like, I think it's been a while. Oh my God. Yes, it's been a while. But yes, we did a recital with Baba Saigal and Bali Brahmabat. And
Wow.
we did all the pop songs because he was famous in the pops
Oh, he's
area.
a very famous artist in our times.
Mm-hmm.
Baba Shekhar is like the guy, like, it's like, oh wow, there are songs, right? And then imagine to do a show with him. Wow.
Yeah, so
That's
that
nice.
was a long time, and at that time everybody was like crazy about him. So it was a good opportunity at that time, and I was very young. It was like I was in like 11 or 12th grade, I
Wow.
think.
Wow. And during our times, Alicia Chennai's
Oh
Miss
yes,
Made
yes,
in
her
India,
too.
that's also like around those times, right? Like
Yeah,
I'm a
yeah,
big
she
fan
was
of
the Made
Made
in
in India.
India. Yeah,
Made in India. Then Dil Chahta na 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 na
yeah,
na.
she was
I
very
always love
famous.
that. And then she goes like this, and she goes
Yeah,
like, we can post with our terrors too. We should tell Janakji that we can make an album like that with a new song, which will
yeah,
come
with
out
Made
like
in
that.
India.
With
Yeah,
all
Made in
the
India
queens
would
of Miss
go
South
for
Asia world. But there is the real queen, even though she called me the real queen and the angel is Rashmiji. I always just call
yes,
her that. And
yes,
I'm
true,
like,
true.
she
Because she
made
makes
the
possible as
smiles come in our lives. She made the blossoms happen in our faces. And she made that beauty of that from inner heart to come inside us that we feel like, when we are sad, we look at flower. Yeah, we look at a flower. But then when we are happy, we feel like a butterfly, and then we just flap our wings, and we just go around and enjoy nature. So something like that, right? So what are your future goals and ambitions, and so now you got the tiara, you're a winner. So moving forward, what are your plans?
moving forward, I feel like I would want to like help the new generation, the high school students who are struggling in their education and uh, who are not getting more opportunities to get good grades and due to different struggles because of the family background, some people due to financial struggling and many disabilities some people have and they cannot get what everybody is usually getting. So I would like to help those students in their education system. I
Awesome.
can anywhere impossible in education, I would want to help them. And also, my main focus is for those students. I'm sure if you have heard, like in India, we have board examinations in 10th grade and 12th grade. It's like a state board exam.
Yes.
Everyone has to pass it. So during those times, I've seen students being depressed,
Mhm,
get anxiety, and sometimes they're suicidal.
mhm.
So I want to help them to not be the way they're supposed to be, not fear the exams
True. Very
and
nice. Like you
be
have a lot of thought about lot of things and what you're doing right now. Keep going. Keep going.
thank you. Yeah, because I feel like there is a fear in their mind that only if I pass this, I will achieve something, which is not true. Which is not true. That fear should go away. That
Mhm.
should to go away at a certain point. So I think with the more support, like counseling with those students, may help their release their anxiety, and they can do much better. They can perform better in the exams without the extra stress given.
Awesome. Really, you touched upon some major points because, I'm a dentist and we talk about psychology and we study psychology. Right now, I'm also schooling. I'm in my master's program in geriatric dentistry, older people. So it's also like a special needs kind of situation because when you deal with high school kids and the geriatrics are kind of pretty much the same people, even though they're older. But you touched upon a great point on depression. And yes, the depression is very stressful moments, societal, very true, because a lot of people do not know, parents do not know that when the exams are so intense and they feel like failing is like a big event, and that event is like for them is equal to death. And so if for them they can't even face it. Sometimes the fear is just so immense inside their mind and their brains. So that thing is so important for us to educate the parents. And like you said, how what you're doing is really awesome, because a lot of people, we see that a lot in India here. The suicidal tendencies is more in common in depression, and plus any domestic violence kind of exposure combined. But just the students failing for an exam and then dying is comparatively less, but that happens a lot in India because I think society has a lot of influence on that. But then failing is something people are more used to face it here. So they're more prepared. So I want to ask you a question. So say, for example, you take an exam and you fail. How are you going to face it?
Like failing, like if you
take an exam, you fail it. So how are you going to face it?
Just look at it like if don't like I know like the first reaction of a student or it would be like, oh my God, I will shame my parents. I didn't do a great job. What am I gonna do? My parents spend a lot of money on this and I failed. The first thing I would like just try to take a deep breath, because breathing is important. And I'm sure in many stress, depression, we stop, like our breath is very hard and hyperventilate a lot. So instead of thinking about anything, first we have to take like very deep breaths, very slow breaths and very deep. And then just think like, what happened during the exams? Was I too stressed? Because sometimes when you're too stressed, you forget things. Anxiety comes and we forget from here, like, oh, what we studied. Maybe we didn't study enough. Maybe I was too stressed to remember the things that I already studied, because that can happen. Like some stress can also, the exam can also traumatize. And also being at the present, like when you fail the exam, just be at the present, like what really happened. And then also prepare yourself, there is a next opportunity. You know how people say failing is a no, like you didn't do nothing. So it's just like give yourself an opportunity. Tell yourself that you can do much better. Like it's like being affirmative, like positive affirmation, and also not it's students' responsibility too. I also believe parents' responsibility, because parents might yell at the kids, like they might say like, "Oh, you didn't do a good job, you didn't do anything." So I would want that parents also understand and be supportive. Like it's okay if your child fails one time, so help the child to study more. Tell him what do you need? Do you need more preparing? Do you need more time? Do you need more tuition? What do you need? Try to understand the student's perspective. Or maybe student has some other concerns, like thinking maybe they don't want to go for the exam, but they are pressured to go for the exam. Maybe they don't want to become an engineer. They don't want to become a doctor. They want to be an artist. They want to do
Absolutely.
something, they
Yeah.
want to be a musician, but
Yeah.
they're forced to take an exam.
Uh-huh.
And they,
You reminded me of myself because I didn't want my math exam go well because I wanted to become a doctor. I feel like I wouldn't show up on my math preparation classes, and my dad would be like, "You're not going?" I said, "No, it's math class. I'm not going." And my mom would come and yell like, "You're gonna become a doctor, and then you're not gonna get married. You're not gonna get kids. You're gonna stay your life as a bachelor." I'm like, "No, I'm gonna get married. I'm gonna get kids." You just reminded me of that. I'm like, "Yes, I was one of those people."
that happens. So every child goes through a different phase, but not everybody just commits suicide. It's not a, but there are a higher percentage in India. Like in India, we say that uh, every child is going through something,
Mm.
and there's a lot of pressure to like earn that in the eyes of their parents, not letting them down. That's the most thing. Like, oh, and then there's also competition that, oh, my child. You know how like parents say,
The
oh,
comparison.
my child have like comparing, like, oh, she
Yes.
got 95%, I got 98%. Then they're depressed. Like, at least you passed. That's all you
Yes.
have to know. So
Hey, I
that's
saw
when
something
the
sweet. So move the hands like this and like this. It's so cute. It's in
oh,
our frame and we are watching and then yeah, it's like, it gets that
I
positive
love that. It's like
energy.
mirror reflection. Yeah.
That is true. And another thing is like I also would like to share some of the thoughts. I have failed in an exam, and so I would love to. I've never failed in my life ever, and then I came to US, and then I would love to share this because I've never failed. I've never seen a failure. Never ever. I've never seen. I don't know how it feels. So when I came here and I failed twice, actually driving, I failed three times. I failed three times on the driving, so I have to take that out a little bit. So it's like four times. I won't say anybody. Four times. So on the theory exam, on my board exam on part two boards, I haven't gone to the school yet, but some people do it before going to the school. So I do not know what exactly they're asking for and the wavelength of the questions and the wavelength of my thought process that I know, they don't clinically match. So I was 2 marks short of passing. So 75 was pass. I got 73. It was the end of the world for me. Okay. So when I got the paper, I was just like, I was shocked because I'm like, I don't know myself anymore because this is not who I am. I would always pass and I was always the class topper, the first rank, right? It's like I'm that. And then what is this? I got myself to a shock. It wasn't easy, but then I looked at how to pass again and I'm like, I did my best. I gave my best. So I don't know how. I mean, so I failed. So how am I going to make this up? So I was thinking about doing coaching classes and now I am alone. I don't even have like, my parents, it's like I'm an adult already and but I failed. So I'm like, so what should I do, right? So I had to come up with a whole new game plan. So then I started learning how to cross hurdles because something that I've never known. Because always in my life, it's like you study well, you pass. But this was the first time I studied well, but I failed. So what was wrong? So exactly how you said, to find out what the problem is and look into it. So I started looking into it. And then once I started looking into it, then I understood that the problem was the understanding of the clinical perspective from US to India. And then I said, okay, listen, and I'm not going to do this exam before the school starts. Let me do the schooling. It's $146,000 plus the interest. So, but I still got into BU, which was one of those best schools. But in between that, I actually even a life-changing event happened. Like I gave up my admission because I wasn't confident on myself anymore. I thought, will I be able to pass? Uh, that was a 200K. And then will I be able to pass the final exam? If not, then 200K is a waste. It goes down the drain. So what am I going to do? So my gut feeling was like, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to drop it because I don't know what to do. Am I prepared? No, I'm not prepared. So I redid the schooling, and with BU I reapplied and did everything. So it was a whole life-changing thing. And I think, like, I shared this with you because that adults, we too go through that. And then so you are training your kids, and that would be just a little bit of helpful, because I'm a very expressive person. So I just get into shocks, and I go like, no, no way. And then I cried. I was in depression. I wasn't sure. But this one person told me, and I would really like, just like you are an art dancer. I used to teach arts to kids, and one of my students' mom, she said, Nisha, I've always watched you. You're very methodical, and you're very good at what you do. So something bad has happened, and it's okay. So don't be too hard on yourself. Try again. I mean, we know that I'm going to try again, but whatever she said, her positive words inspired me to push myself, because I thought I lost my confidence. I think that's what happens, right? So just be there, keep putting those positive words again and again and again, and build our own confidence, right? So you made it possible today. And just let's come back to our concept. You are possible. You showed the world, even though you distracted yourself with a lot of things in your life, you came back to whatever you are doing, and thanks to My Dream Entertainment. And you are shining today with the tiara. And I know for sure that this moment I shared some thoughts, and you are for sure going to be a very superstar. I can say that. And you have an amazing heart that I can sense it. And you have the soft, wonderful nature. And I think your students are very blessed, whoever you're guiding them. So I want you to share some positive thoughts to overcome COVID fears, and also your thought on vaccines, which will be helpful, and to finish a note with Valentine's Day.
Oh, wow. We'll go on. Okay, so the positive thought about COVID, right? So I know we're all in the same boat. It's more likely to say shared trauma. We're in a shared trauma, but slowly and gradually we just have to take every second, every moment to live in, because we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. So just try to be positive. Everything will go well. Put it out to the universe, like everything will go well. We may not know what's going to happen tomorrow. That's why we have to live in the moment. I would say. And also about the vaccines, which is great that it's coming out, it's out there. And I know everybody should go and register for it. And I didn't register for it, but I made sure my dad registered for it, because I feel like
sweet.
I feel like the elderly and who have vulnerable,
More vulnerable.
yeah, they should have the priority to get the vaccine first. And
for the Valentine's Day.
Oh, the Valentine's Day. Oh, happy Valentine's Day, everyone, and have a good time. Be safe. I don't know where you are, but here it's gonna snow. So be safe. Stay home. Stay with your family. Enjoy with your loved ones. And during pandemic, we all learned about all the social networking, like Skype, Zoom, Google Meet, so we can all do all that. Yes. Everyone learned. I'm sure everyone knows. They're experts now for this.
So I'm going to ask you two more questions before I let you go. So list. I need you to give two lists: best gifts for women, best gifts for men. I know the women's list is easy, but let's try it both.
Oh, for women?
For women, yes.
Um,
Gift choices.
Like handbags?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
handbags, any jewelry,
Oh, yes. Diamond.
diamonds, jewelry, and also mm, any like hair or body products, fragrance
Yeah,
type.
love it. Yeah, that's just so relaxing products. How about men? We had a discussion in our group, in our dentist group, and people were like scratching their heads. What to give for men?
Men, I think a watch
Mhm. Oh, they had the Rolex on the first list. Yes, Rolex. Yes.
or a shirt with a tie.
Nice.
Um, third will be snow gloves, so
Oh
they can shelter
wow!
you.
Yay! Nice. That was so cute. I love the snow gloves option. Yeah, it's so manly. It's so good. Oh wow, that's really nice. So yeah, and then we had one of our dentists say that gifts are not just gifts, things. Gifts can be experiences. And some of them shared skydiving experiences. And I was like, wow, that's a good option too. Skydiving, and then like, the other stuff, the snow scooter, things
Yeah,
like that. Yeah, you can do lot,
I
gift
did
them.
skydiving, by the
Oh,
way.
yes. Have you done it?
Yes,
Oh, nice. So you
it's
have
an
one
amazing
thing
experience.
ticked off the list. Nice, nice. Awesome. Thank you so much, Palak, for being a part of our show. I Am Possible. And you have inspired a lot of our viewers through our My Dream Entertainment tonight. And you have made a difference in your life, and you are making a difference in more lives. And that is really, really awesome. And thank you so much for your wonderful time, and a happy Valentine's.
Thank you for having me. Thank you so much. Have a good night.
Yeah, and this is your host, viewers. I Am Possible. And let's meet up with more people to make it possible in our world, the most challenging world, but we will make things possible. And a positivity, a beautiful world. It makes love filled in and with all happiness, and it's always a pleasant world. We will make this possible in 2021 with our vaccines, thanks to Operation Warp Speed. And we will back to be a normal world very, very soon. We are possible. This is your host, Dr. Sun, and meet up with you soon next week. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Rashmi Bedi, CEO and founder of My Dream Entertainment and My Dream TV USA. Would like to invite all teen Miss, Misses, and couple worldwide to participate in My Dream Miss India 2021. This is virtual pageant and you can participate from anywhere in the world. For registration, go on mydreamentertainment.com or mydreamtvusa.com, and also you can call at 732-791-6546